Hey everybody, how y'all doing? This is Carla Nix with today's inspiration. And as always, I'm here to encourage you and to remind you that you can live every day on purpose. I want to share a thought that crossed my mind today as something occurred, and it just reminded me something I would like to mention to those of you who are married. And even if you're, dating, if you're in a long time relationship, and just some advice. Vulnerability is the word. Is the word I want to burn in your brain. Vulnerability. Uh if you're vulnerable or your spouse is vulnerable and there's a void in them that you should be fulfilling. However, if they're in a vulnerable state, it is easy for them to, I don't want to say succumb because that's such a deep word, but they can easily be, their head can be twisted. They can easily be tempted if they receive that outside of the marriage. Okay, just being honest, and it's true. For example, I remember, okay, my husband and I, we've been married for 33 years, so we've been up and down, mostly up, but we've experienced so much, and God has kept us together, and we've always, we love each other, and we fought to remain together. I'm saying that because in every marriage, I don't know a perfect marriage because I don't know any perfect people. So in a marriage, there are going to be ups and downs, and those who are strong and who continue to love each other and who are determined to stay together will. Not to say you won't go through some rough patches and some storms. You will. But a lot of it depends on you, on how your marriage is going to play out, on both of you. But one thing that is clear and that is true and that is not impossible is that your spouse may be in a vulnerable position, and you need to pay attention and provide and fill that void for them. Okay, for example, this is what I wanted to get to. As a woman, as a wife, I know how important it is to me for my husband to pay attention to me, to acknowledge me, to notice me. I know in marriage, sometimes when people, and they finally get together and they finally said their vows, they finally signed the papers, it's like, I'm here now. But you can't stop. You must continue to date your spouse. Make your spouse know that they're the only ones that's in your eyes, the only one that you want, and that you love them, and make them feel special. Continue to make them feel special. Something simple as someone else telling your wife that, oh, I like that perfume. What are you wearing? If she's vulnerable, if you're not paying attention to her, if you're not telling her that you like her perfume, that can open her eyes elsewhere. Not to say that she will fall for that, but I remember a time, I'm going to be honest, this was some years and years ago. I felt I wasn't getting that attention, and it's the truth. And not that I wasn't seeking for it anywhere else, but I went through a period where I actually started losing some weight, a whole bunch of weight for myself. Now, this was for myself, but other people were noticing me differently. And they'll be like, oh, I like your perfume. I like your hair. Is that a new outfit? That kind of stuff. And see, being in a vulnerable position makes their voice louder than what you're not receiving at home, if that makes sense to you. But thank God, God, kept us and kept me. Um, but I used to say that that was flattery and that was nice, but it didn't matter to me because I would say, Lord, why can't my husband tell me that? I want to hear that from him. It didn't matter to me if somebody else thought about me. I wanted that from him. So we've gone through all of that and we've addressed that and it's I mean 33 years and it's like we're still dating. Um Sometimes I tell him I don't know what's wrong with you because he's still so attracted and excited about me and he think I'm beautiful and all that, and I still have to understand that, okay, well, I guess I am beautiful to him, and I don't know why, but I just need to understand it and grasp it and thank God for it. But again, there was a time when he wasn't telling me that. So it feels so good that he is. So I'm telling you, don't let your spouse receive outside of the marriage what she or he should be receiving from you. Let her know how beautiful she is. Let her know how you just adore her. Stop in the middle of the day if you have to give her a call or send her a text or whatever, just to say, I'm thinking about you. I love you. We love to hear, as women, we love to hear you say, I love you. We know you love us. You show it to us, and we know that, but it still feels good to hear it. For him, he needs to hear from you, lady, you wife, that he is still handsome. He's the most sexy thing in the world to you. Yes, he should still be sexy to you even after 2 years, 10 years, 5 years, 30 years, 33 years. He should, and beyond. He should still rock your world, and you need to let him know that. Because you know what? There's women out there that's looking at him and smiling at him, and they are quick to tell him that. If he doesn't feel it from you, he would be tempted to go elsewhere. And that is just the truth. I don't care how much of a Christian he is, I don't care how much of whatever he is, that is the truth. But you do your part. You continue to let him know that he means the world to you. He needs to know that. Okay, he's a good provider. That's wonderful, but he needs to know that it's appreciated. Yes, he's doing what he's supposed to do, but let him know you appreciate it because there are a lot of men who are not doing what they're supposed to do. But let him know that you're grateful, that you thank God for him, and that you love him forever and unconditionally. Okay? So, y'all remember the word vulnerability. Don't let your spouse fall into that hole. You hold him or her up with your love. Okay? God bless you. This is Carla Winix with today's inspiration.